What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 22 of Outside the Brand. This is your boy Phil. We are here live tonight for our AEW Dynamite review for your August 11th, 2021 edition of AEW Dynamite. This was a loaded show. This was a good show this was honestly a really great show for what we saw tonight. We had a massive main event between Jericho and Wardlow in stage number 4. And also we just had some great 6-man tags. We had some good singles matches all the way around.
Great spots.
We got some good stuff going on with Britt Baker. We had some great things tonight. AEW Rampage is happening in 2 days. On Friday, right after SmackDown, on TNT, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And yeah, it's the first ever episode of Rampage. We got like 2-3 championship matches on that show. So that's just going to be loaded right then and there. And we'll see what happens. Next week on Rampage, possibly CM Punk, 98% confirmed. Who knows? We'll talk about it. But yeah, so let's get right into it. Like I said, I'm Philomet. You can follow me on TikTok at Philomet. All the TikTok links are down in the description for you guys to follow us. But I'm going to let these guys do their talking and we can get into this show, baby. Let's go.
All right, what's up, man? I didn't watch the show. I ain't going to lie to you. I didn't watch the show. I only watched the main event. But I'm trying to get into the show day by day. So that's why I'm here today. So I'll get you.
Batch About the Match here, Batch Pack. Follow me at TikTok, Batch About the Match, and YouTube. And it was a good show. I really enjoyed it. Great matches, great spots. And we're going to get Loff into this eventually, man. I was neglective of AEW.
Listen, we're not trying to force you here, but
I was neglective of it at first.
Try.
And it took me a while to really step into AEW. So
we're not trying to force you. Just want to see what you like.
And our man out the shadow.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is, bro. The one, the only, the man who beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
I was just waiting for the reveal. There you go.
Black. It's finally here. Even though I'm not wearing black anymore, but whatever. Follow me on TikTok.
Right.
Okay, I'm good now.
So, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in here. This is, well, the people that are in here, great show out for you guys tonight. Thank you so much. I know we got Wrestle Talk Universal in here. That's most likely Saul. He's not able to make it tonight. Real One is not able to make it either, but 4 out of 6 is not bad. Let's get right into the show, shall we, guys?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
And yeah, MJW Squad over here doing a little bit of a John Cena before we kick off the show.
Hey, who's that guy? Who's MJW Squad? He sounds like a good YouTuber. Go subscribe to him.
All right, guys. So we kick off tonight's show with
a fucking banger.
We honestly just kick it off with a match. Like usually we have like some kind of segment to do everything, to just try to lay everything out that's happening tonight on the show. But no, we actually start off with a banger of a match. It's a 6-man tag, or what they call a trios match, between the Elite and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. So Kenny Omega was actually wrestling on tonight's show, which doesn't normally happen that often, but when it does happen, you know something big is going to go down. And they faced off against Dante Martin and the Sydal brothers, Matt and
Mike
Sydal. Sorry. I always keep thinking it's Nick, but no, that's Matt and Nick of the Young Bucks. So, regardless.
Not again, Phil, bro.
I love Matt. I love Matt Sydal.
So first,
let's face it.
You get
Matt
Nyla
Sydal
and Nia Jax mixed up.
He's the more popular Sydal brother, so you just know Matt Sydal right off the bat. You don't really know Mike Sydal that much.
You're messing up names for a while now, bro.
Listen,
you got Nyla and Nia Jax mixed up. I know that they're the same person.
I never said Nia Jax and Nyla Rose the same person. No, never said that.
You got the names mixed up, bro.
I said
Oh,
Nyla gets
literally today.
compared to Nia a lot, but that's all I said. This trios match was great. Very much. We had a lot of high spots here, back and forth action. We did see the Elite do what they do best, and that is use referees' counts to advantages and all that stuff. But I mean, it's the Elite; they're gonna do that. The final sequence of this match was insane. So, so Martin with a swan dive, swan diving Hurricane Rana on Kenny Omega onto the outside. Martin then goes for a near fall on Matt Jackson, climbs to the top, misses a dive, and then Nick hits a high knee. Sydal with a knee strike. Omega hits a V trigger, hits the Yoshiguroshi on Martin. Another V trigger. Martin escapes the one-winged angel, hits an enziguri, rolls up for a 2 count, backslide. Omega hits a V trigger. Like it was absolutely insane.
Back and forth.
He hits the one-winged angel. The Bucks do super kicks to the Sydal brothers. Omega and the Young Bucks hit the triple BTE trigger for the 1, 2, 3. We saw a lot of E triggers in this match. We probably saw at least like maybe 10, 12. Like he just hit this thing out of nowhere.
I was counting, but I lost count. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yes, I actually lost count. Like it was too many.
I mean, we had to have seen at least 12 of them.
I counted 5
dude,
and lost count.
More than 7.
This was definitely, in my mind, Dante Martin's best match in his AEW career. They showed this kid off so well. Yeah, sure, he took the pinfall here, but the Sydal brothers were not going to take the loss.
Oh yeah, what was you and Lewis talking about in the live chat?
So Lewis, he said in the group chat, how about Dante Martin with a lot of exclamation points, meaning I think he meant that like, oh yeah, like this kid showed out as well.
Yeah,
so
he
like
showed out.
Like he totally he took everything like a chin off. I'm telling you right now, with all those V triggers that he hit, with all that he got
the spots
hit with,
of his own that he hit,
the spots of his own that he did. I'm telling you right now, this kid right here had the best match of his night, best match of his entire AEW career.
I've been seeing what's his name again, Dante
Martin. He's a part of a tag team. It's just his tag team partner is injured right now, so that's why he's singles.
Yeah, so I've been seeing him a lot, especially on AEW Dark at first. I wasn't really paying attention to him at first, but now since after that match, keep my eye on him. Keep my eye on him now. Because I can see
he got something too. He could be almost a little.
He is in a tag team right now. If you guys probably know the tag team more than I do at this point, because they're probably more on AEW Dark than actual.
I'm so tired of Miles' bullshit.
All right, let me take a look at the tag team. Dante Martin.
He's definitely a potential
young
star for
he's
AEW.
A tag team guy. Oh, Top Flight. That's it. That's the tag team name, Top Flight. With
his brother.
The heck is
Top Flight is brother.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, Top Flight's his brother. Oh, okay.
Well, no, Top Flight's the name of the tag team.
Yeah.
Top Flight members.
I'm sorry. Somebody in the chat just said that at first, so I thought that's what it was.
Shoot, who is it? Let me take a look. I'm on Wrestling Wikipedia right now. Look at that.
They got Wrestling Wikipedia?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Huh.
ProWrestlingFandom.com. It's their Wikipedia page. Darius Martin, Dante and Darius. They are brothers. So, yeah. Darius is injured right now. That's why Dante is in singles. But he teamed up with the Sydal brothers tonight in a very good 6-man tag to open up the show. This thing went on for about like 25 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was like that long of a match, and it was a really good match to
segment.
kick things off.
It really went on.
So,
good match though.
Yes, the Elite won.
Almost match of the night. Almost match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I liked it really that much, to be honest.
So the Elite did win. people in my comments were really pissed off. Saying like I'm not even just saying this because you said it, MJ, but a lot of people did say it in my chat. Like, I just hate the Elite because the Elite always wins. I addressed it in my live. Listen, this is almost like the entire Roman Reigns situation. And now hear me out, because there's a lot that I can actually go into with this. Roman Reigns, he has had the Universal Championship for how long now, right? I mean, he's held it for months.
Almost a year.
Months on end.
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
A year after Summer. Well, almost a year after. Whenever Payback
Practically
was.
a year after SummerSlam, yeah.
Whenever Payback was at. I forgot where it was.
What's good, Z-Doc?
So, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers have all the gold. They do. Now, when Roman Reigns holds all that power that he has and gives it to somebody when somebody does eventually beat him, that guy's going to be the next top guy in this company.
Yeah.
Or what we all believe that it could be.
That's
what all of this is happening with
it's
the Elite.
It's not going to be Big E because Big E's not going to catch on Roman Reigns.
They're holding all of this.
I know you're saying that.
All of these. They're holding all these championships so that they can get these championships to a high enough level so that when somebody beats them for those championships, those are going to be the next top guys in this company. So whoever's going to beat Kenny Omega, that's going to be their next top guy. Whoever beats the Young Bucks, that's going to be the top tag team in this company. Whoever beats the Good Brothers had a tag team title match tonight, but we'll get to that later on in the show. That's going to be the next top tag team on Impact. They're holding all these gold. They're holding all these gold for a reason. It's not just, they're just holding it hostage because they're the executive vice presidents of this company. It's not because of that. They're going to hold these championships so that they can get them to a higher enough level so that they can put some stars over and make new stars out of it. It's that simple. That's the way I see it, at least. I don't know how you guys see it, but I mean, that's just the way I see it.
See, at first, like you said, I said that before, but after you explained it, I kind of understand what you're trying to say now.
Just trying to solidify the titles and get some newer stars.
August 30th is the 1 year anniversary. Cool.
Now, if it was Cody Rhodes, then I'd have a little bit of an issue with it because, I mean, Cody is Cody, and we all know how Cody has been over the past few weeks, or pretty much ever since he's been booked.
But I have a question then. If they're doing all that for the championship, as far as like waiting to build someone up, why does Kenny have like all those belts? Like,
that's also a very good argument, and that's also a very good, like, just overall.
You gotta remember,
we have Triple Mania this upcoming Sunday. We have Triple Mania this upcoming Sunday. Now, Kenny Omega is facing Andrade for that AAA championship. Andrade has to win that belt. That's the first championship that I see Omega losing.
Yeah. Okay. Because I heard somebody in your live chat, Phil. Someone said it was going to be on YouTube for free.
It's going to be on YouTube or Facebook for free.
Because if that's true, I'm watching that. Like,
if that's true, I'm watching that too. Because, I'm going to have a dual setup here. I'm going to have Triple Mania on here, and I'm going to have NXT on here on my TV. Because also that's NXT's for TakeOver. So I'd have to have a dual setup, or most people would. So it's gonna be weird. Like, that's the first championship that I see Kenny Omega losing, because he has the Impact World Championship, he has the AAA Championship, and he has the Impact, and he has the AEW Championship. Now the Impact World Championship has two belts.
What was the other one? So you said Impact, AEW,
and the AAA. The Impact World Championship is two belts for some reason.
It's because it was unified.
It was unified, but you can make one belt for it. I don't understand the whole point of that.
Drip.
I mean, they have like 10 championships in their possession right now, but when it's like really held by like 3 companies.
Like 10 drip. Actually, no, that's shit.
Right,
yeah, it's eight championships.
No.
regardless,
8 titles. Damn.
to me, like, I mean, they're just holding it so that they can get these belts into a high enough level so they can put new stars over. That's what I see it as. I don't know, like, I mean, I can see why people are saying like, oh yeah, well then why does Kenny Omega have like 10,000 championships, like you
I got
said,
a question.
but
Is
like, it's,
is that a fake phenom?
Yeah, it's a fake phenom, I believe. He's been saying
I'm
Naomi's
not even really looking
overrated,
at the chat.
and that's
Because
like
I
that
want
ain't
to
phenom.
ban you. I want to ban you, but at the same time, I think you're the real one sometimes. So I'm kind of scared.
Let's just make another account and then come back. Oh, I'm making a good joke. And
I mean, heck, we did that. I mean, I did that to Betty Lou like
You
5
did that.
times
I mean,
before.
you
Before I
You still
figured out
have
that
you
she
still
was
have
actually
ban
good.
Miles though. Miles is still here.
So overall, I think it was a really good match, back and forth. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega
Great
did
match.
win. We'll see what happens. All Out's in 3 weeks, so we did get confirmed during this match that it will be Christian Cage taking on Kenny Omega at All Out for the Impact World, for the AEW Championship. Now,
Yeah, I know it, Jay, because somebody in the comments was saying the Impact and AW titles
the
on the
Impact
line.
World Championship will be defended
On
this
Rampage.
coming Friday on Rampage against Christian. So that's just a random match right there, but we'll talk about that because Christian was on the show a lot tonight, and I don't know why.
It's not at the same time. It's not. It's not.
No, it's not at the same time. But
Jazz.
It's Christian Cage.
Up next, we had Tony Schiavone getting in the ring to interview the Elite. Don Callis takes the mic and says that this is that is great to be here, and the greatest. Christian Cage interrupts. Huge reaction for Cage, but Callis calls Cage a Stanford stooge. Yeah. Says there's 10 of us and only one of you, so who's really going to be the stupid one here? Then Jurassic Express comes out, and you know the whole Jurassic Express thing. Just awesome. I love that Tony Khan bought that music specifically for Jungle Boy.
I love the crowd.
Absolutely perfect.
Also, Phil, are you salty he's at Stanford? Since you live in Connecticut?
Somebody thought I lived in Stanford tonight.
You don't live in Stanford, don't you?
I don't live in Stanford. I never lived in
Stanford. It's still in Connecticut, though, which is funny.
It's Connecticut, but it's not. I don't live in Stanford.
You're still pissed off, though.
But once we had a commercial break at this point when Jurassic Express came out. When we came back, everybody was in the ring talking their shit. We had a huge CM Punk chant during this whole promo and everything. So we had an actual yes chant as well. So we heard Daniel Bryan.
I got a question.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the AW show, so I think I know how you can make moderators for your YouTube, bro. I'm pretty sure you got to go to like your actual account and then click on the profile and give him moderator. I'm just guessing at this point.
Probably.
Because I have no idea.
I'll figure it out though. We'll probably have to
because
get somebody
MJ
in at some point.
is gonna be moderator, and I'm gonna ban so many of you motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be banned because they said something. He's gonna be
That's not true. I actually banned them for a good reason. I had to freaking mute somebody today and yesterday for a good reason. A good reason. Okay.
I feel you.
So yeah, I mean he did.
I feel you.
He did mute him.
Release
so
him
after all of this is practically where we saw practically every single championship match be booked within the next few weeks. So we had Christian Cage announcing that on the first ever match of Rampage, it'll be Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the Impact World Championship. Now, I don't know why this match is ever a thing, because Christian Cage is not even a part of Impact. So, I mean, he was a part of Impact, like, way back then.
Yeah.
But he's not in the Impact World Championship contention rankings now. So why does he get a random Impact World Championship match? Who knows?
Betty Lou informed him of all people. That's so funny.
Yo, Phil. So the one that has the Jeff Hardy face, the one that's pink, ban that one because the real Phenom's like right there. So, yeah.
The one with the pink
Okay.
face is the fake one?
Yeah.
I don't want to do the wrong one, guys. You better.
It's the
Nah.
pink one that's like Jeff Hardy
The pink
face.
one is
Pretty
the
much.
fake one, yeah.
The Jeff Hardy face one. Sorry, Lon.
Nope. I just highlighted you. Sorry.
How could you? Disrespect.
There we go. Block that. There we go.
No,
Right.
ban Miles. Ban Miles now. Ban Miles. Ban him. Sorry.
Ban him
See,
to the
you're already
shower.
power hungry.
Just play mouse.
So this was practically where we had every single championship match book. We had the Impact World Championship be announced for Rampage. The Jurassic Express also talked to Tony Khan and said, "Oh yeah, next week on AEW Dynamite, we're gonna have an AEW Tag Team Championship match where they will face off against the Young Bucks." Now, that match is actually deserving of so. Because, I mean, they are in the top 5 rankings. So, usually when it comes to the top 5 rankings in AEW, no matter
They're
what
over.
championship you are on, you can be in championship matches on episodes of Dynamite. That has been established and that has been confirmed.
So about this match that's been confirmed for next week, I like the match. I know it's gonna be a very good match, but at the same time, you know who's gonna win, and it's making me mad that I know who's gonna win.
That's the thing that what makes people upset about all these matches on Dynamite when it comes to championship matches like this.
Even
because
this match,
yeah,
'cause
sure,
you know Jericho
they
is
are
gonna
deserving,
win too.
but
Like, so just the matches in general, even like they're good matches, but you can tell the outcome of what's going to be, even with Jericho's laborer matches and the likes of those.
so like yeah, I mean, you know it's going to be a great match. But at the end of the day, it is predictable because you know the Young Bucks aren't going to win the match because they have to have a match at All Out, and they will. We just don't know against who.
Hold on, I got a question for the chat. What did y'all do to have someone make fake accounts of every single one of you?
So maybe I guess I'm weeded. I don't know.
Like y'all must have done something. Y'all are toxic.
So, I do want to get everyone's thoughts on everything when it came to all of this. I know a lot if you didn't watch the show, but you can just jump in about like what we've said so far about how these championship matches just all came about. What do you guys think of just these random matches coming about when it comes to championship matches, nonetheless, and how everything's just gone on? I mean, I know AEW Rampage, they're trying to stack the first show with a lot of great stuff, and we are going to have a lot of great stuff for that first Rampage this coming Friday. But just a random Impact World Championship match against a guy who's not even on Impact, it just makes no sense to me. So what do you guys think about everything?
Yeah, just there again. It's good matches that I know will be expected. Christian Cage will perform, but is he going to win the Impact World title? You know, like what's he going to do with that? Is that really going to elevate that title? You know, so it's like you already kind of maybe can expect Kenny Omega walking out at the winner again.
It's Bedaloo.
And then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are over, yes, but you know, next week, can you really expect them to walk out the winners? You know, it's like, but the matches overall, yes, will be good, but just overall, it's like who really are going to take the belts from these guys when they are considered the belts at their peak and established, you know, top value, whatever their goal is.
Right.
And Tony Khan's goal is.
So for me, so I think it's pretty good that they're stacking Rampage because you know it's their first Rampage, pretty much the debut, pretty much, and I know they're gonna want fans to come back, and they're gonna want fans to be anticipating for it.
I mean, this is
Especially
practically their SmackDown. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can really call it that. Because, I mean, Monday Night Raw, well, Dynamite is technically their Monday Night Raw, where it's like their most weekly episodic television show in history or whatever the heck they say.
Their Dynamite kicks Raw's ass, though, man.
And then Rampage is an hour shorter, just like usually what SmackDown is when it comes to Raw. Raw's 3, SmackDown's 2. And you can just technically call it that because this is not going to lead to a brand split. I'll tell you guys that right now. It's not. Because, I mean, that would just be terrible.
Yeah,
for
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, snap. Oh, I just realized we just did something pretty good.
So, yeah.
Wait.
It's,
There we
what
go.
did we get? We're at 160? 162? Nice, AE.
Damn.
Thank you guys, by the way. But yeah, so Sorry, MJ. I kind of cut you off a little bit, but you were saying.
You good?
Hey, I
I
have
was done.
14
I was done.
subscribers. Big
I was
shout
already
out.
done.
Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
Loft.
Also,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off this time.
It's all right, man.
I'm pretty sure we hit like 10 subscribers since the last episode, so that's pretty good.
That's awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. For real. So Loft, I know you didn't see it, but just from what we saw, I mean, we had like maybe 3 championship matches booked within the last 2 weeks. Or just like we're having 3 championship matches on Friday, and then the AEW World Tag Team Championships next week. So what do you guys? So what do you really think about everything like that?
I mean, I like how I always compare everything back to WWE. Unfortunately, that's just because that's what I've been watching for most of my life.
Yeah, it's a staple
Yeah.
for so
And I told y'all, I think I told y'all before. I told Phil when I first watched AEW, I do like the whole wins and loss records thing. Like that really means something in AEW. So I mean, I'm always down to see Christian. I wasn't really a big fan of him in WWE. I liked him more in TNA from what I saw. But I mean, I plan on watching the next big show for AEW. So I mean,
Speaking of
I don't watch it.
speaking of
So
what you're
hopefully
saying,
they-
Lof. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, bro. I think
No,
I'm
yeah.
done.
I think it was
There
on.
you go. So I got a question. Why specifically do you not really enjoy AEW like people anticipate you on watching it? In a
It's
way.
more so. I think. Remember, I made my TNA video earlier. It's like
Yeah.
when I switched brands and I watched TNA for the first time, they immediately captivated me. I forget what it was. 'Cause I was very young, but it just immediately captivated me.
Okay, the 6-sided ring was also a very, very big focal point when it came to TNA
Yeah.
at that time,
Yeah.
and
Hulk
that
Hogan.
captivated everybody because nobody's seen a 6-sided ring before.
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan had a fucking that up.
Delete the lockdown matches and the Ultimate X and
Bro, like that's the one reason why I really hate being so young that I am. I miss so much good TNA
Go on
stuff.
YouTube. It's all on YouTube, bro.
WWE stuff.
He says-
I mean, heck,
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I used to go back and watch
Loft
matches.
sent
but
me
it
a
is
match.
different catching that shit live younger, man. That
Loft
is
sent me a
really-
match the other day. It was Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson in a ladder match for the
Oh.
world title.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever champion
I mean,
and whatever pay-per-view
You
that
see-
was. That was
I
awesome.
watched
I watched like
I watched
05,
TNA.
06, 07 TNA.
I
I
watched
didn't watch that
I watched
08, 09,
TNA
10
slash
shit.
Impact for the first time in like 2015, 14, maybe earlier. But I just watched it once and then I just forgot about it. And then like I went back to go look for the channel. I couldn't find the channel at all. Apparently it's on freaking Spike TV. I didn't even know it was on there. I wish it was over there.
happened to me
Yeah,
before,
Yeah, no,
bro.
they
That
changed so
happened
many
to me
TV deals.
before.
It's not even funny when it comes to Impact. But
It used to be on
Yeah,
Monday for a while.
that's-
It used to be they were doing like a they were doing a Monday Night Raw with Monday Night
They're-
War with Raw for a minute, for a short
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
they
obviously
almost had
lost.
they almost had Impact on almost every single day of the week. It seems.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I do watch. I don't watch Impact anymore, but
And now it's on
Of course.
Thursdays on Twitch.
No wonder why.
They
I
don't
couldn't
even
figure
have
out
a
where
it's
it
not on
was
Twitch
on
anymore.
TV
It's
as
not
a
on
kid.
Twitch.
It's not on Twitch anymore.
I think they took
Oh
it off.
yeah,
like
no, they
2
just went to
weeks
YouTube now. You got to pay for it. Yeah, I
They
just
took it
saw
off
it
the
here.
Twitch.
Josh
I'm
was
not paying
posted
for
about
it.
that.
I'm
They
not
took it off
paying.
Twitch. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
like Lon said in his video, Impact has not interested me in years. And when I say years, I mean aces and eights
years.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And I wasn't
that
even
was all the
watching
way
on
back
them, but
then.
that's
Like I think
something
that was
that
like 2012, 2013.
sticks out.
Mhm.
So
I mean, thank God for you too, because I went back and watched the old stuff,
Yeah.
so I know a little bit about it. But
Right.
just
That's how I am.
experience something about experiencing something live just
In the
makes it way much
organic
better.
moment. Yeah.
yeah,
So
That's
it's kind of ironic, but it is what it is.
that's the only thing. It's just like TNA gave me a different viewpoint on what wrestling was at the time. So
But that extra, you made some good points to that video. That
Yeah,
extra
like-
vision, Abyss. They really
Yes.
had a roster. Christian and Kurt Angle just went over. Like they were doing
Yep.
some different things in 05.
Jeff
and 06.
Hardy almost
Like,
killed
even
us
caught
every
my
single
eye. I'm like, what
And
company
that
is
was
this?
from like my first week of watching the show, and I watched it like for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks, I think.
so you were saying that, well, pretty much what we're all trying to get at. Like, I think when it comes to Loft and not really watching AEW all that often is because it doesn't really captivate him as much as it should, or at least what people think that it should.
Mhm.
I think he lost connection.
No,
We'll
I'm
get
good,
him
man.
back. Oh, okay.
I'm messing with him.
So-
Okay.
I think that's what we're trying to get at, Love. Am I saying that correctly, or am I just totally wrong?
No, you're not wrong. It's just like I still haven't figured out what the issue is. Like honestly, I still haven't figured out why.
Or what the appeal is that everybody is just like so up in arms about.
Oh no,
how
I see it
everything
because
goes.
I told you before. Like there's some people like I like Hangman Adam Page, and I like.
I feel you, Love. There's some issues that I've noticed with like my opinions and just like on some wrestlers. I'm like, why do I feel this way about this guy?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm
Bro,
like,
I'm not even
like,
what
I
led
hate
to
like
this
Hangman,
disdainment?
Hangman
I-
is freaking
like-
amazing.
Like Phil's favorite, Shawn Michaels. I have just a disdainment for him, and I'm like, where did this stem from? Like he's
Yeah.
giving me good memories as a kid, but I'm like, where all of a sudden did I just start like disrespecting and hating HBK and Triple H all of a sudden? You know, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel you, Love.
Like
It's
it's
something.
very weird because one moment you can hate a wrestler by like with a passion, but then the next month or something like that,
damn,
you
they
love him.
really are
Like
good in
that's
that ring,
that was
yeah.
me. That was me with Seth
That's
Rollins.
me right now with Drew McIntyre. Like
Yes.
that's me right now with Drew McIntyre. But I mean, Drew has been booked terribly over the past few months, so
Like-
I can't
like,
even really be.
for me,
Miles, he's in shape a little bit.
Miles
What?
just said it. The first time I watched AEW, I saw it with Chris Jericho. I go in there and watch Chris Jericho, and I'm like, he does not look like he is stable to wrestle.
he was-
and that was my first impression. And
Yeah.
it only takes one time to make a.
That's why it took me a long time to really.
yeah.
Once
what
they
I'm
really
saying?
got the
I mean-
ground workings in for AEW, I'm like, okay, this is a program I can really get behind, and they
Yeah.
really.
No,
They know
when
what
it
they
comes
wanna
when it
do.
comes to me, I've been guys, you know me. I've been watching WWE since 2010. That was when I was 12, like 11, 12 years old. Okay? I didn't find WWE until I was at that age, okay? Because at that time, like my family didn't watch wrestling. So I didn't really know it was a thing up until that point, until some friends at school actually got me into it. But then finally, when AEW was starting to become a thing in 2019, when that whole like press conference and everything happened, like you know how AEW practically started with all of that.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I just started right from the beginning. Like I watched AEW literally from its inception.
My
I
friend
ordered their
tried
first
to
pay-
get me to.
I mean, Phil-
I ordered that first pay-per-view, and ever since then I've been hooked. So it's not like I'm just automatically just switch sides to AEW. No, I'm always going to be a WWE guy.
I
But
was a
just watched
WWE
AEW
mark
from
at
the
first. and
inception,
Like,
but
for
I've
me,
watched
I
WWE
definitely
longer.
was hating at
Like,
first.
Phil,
My
I
boy was like,
100%
"Don't watch
understand what
this."
you're
I'm like,
saying. I understand what Phil you're saying because for me, somebody brought me into wrestling in 2014. I was 8 or 9 years old. I'm not really sure how old I was, to be honest.
damn, man, that is so crazy.
Shit. What else was I gonna say? And then
What
you
about
know,
you, Laugh?
What?
What year did you start watching?
2005.
Okay, that's around. Okay, that's some
Yeah.
familiar.
2005, 2006.
Oh,
And then
04 is
that
for me.
the
04,
person who
05.
brought me into wrestling isn't really like I'm not cool with that person anymore. But you know, I'm always gonna be a wrestling fan, of course. I thank for the person for putting me into the wrestling business, and then see this is wrestling is the reason why I'm here right now. And I'm
Right.
watching me. So you know, wrestling is always. It don't matter what brand it is, really. Just like if you love it,
And
you
listen,
love it.
here's the thing:
ECW.
we are in wrestling history right now. That's the thing that I don't. That's the thing that I want everybody
Yeah,
to
we're in a
understand.
wrestling revolution.
Like
Yeah.
SummerSlam is within 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks.
Raw's
Yeah.
We
getting a
got
little bit
AEW
better.
on the rise right
Raw.
now. All Out is on September 5th.
This one's
We got CM Punk and Daniel Bryan possibly making it to AEW. We got more people that, yeah, sure, they got released, but they can come over here. I mean,
NXT
now,
still doing
do I
this thing.
want a lot of the people that recently got released to come to AEW? Look, they can find other places because, I mean,
Impact
at this
could use the
point, with
guys.
everybody,
Yeah.
like, people are going to get lost in the shuffle, especially with the most recent releases.
Impact's
They'd
gotta
get
start
lost in
nabbing
the
that
shuffle
too.
over here in AEW. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we're just in a time frame of wrestling where everybody doesn't have to be on one side of the fence we should all just meet together in the middle and enjoy what wrestling is. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all wrestling fans, and it's just going to be a great month. So let's just enjoy it for what it is and just have fun with it.
So another thing, like wrestling fans, we debate.
We'll get back into the review a little bit, guys, but I just do want to talk about this.
Like for wrestling fans, we can really be at each other. We can really not like each other with a passion. But at the end of the day, we're all still.
This is a toxic group.
Like, come on,
this is a toxic fan
wrestling
base.
TikTok is really toxic as hell. Like,
it's a toxic fan base. But you know what? At the end of the day, we all love professional wrestling, and we just want things to be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
All right, moving on back.
I mean, that's my take on it. But let's get back into the review. So yeah, we had all those championship matches happen.
Phil, there we go again, just rambling on and just not talking about anything.
We were talking about wrestling.
But I mean, heck,
You want to sound like a robot?
it is what we do here.
This happened.
That entire conversation, though, was really good.
Yeah,
Nobody got heated at one another, and nobody nobody went backstage. So I mean, it was a very good conversation.
To start capitalizing.
Yeah, I didn't have Saul screaming at me, acknowledge me. I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh,
can we all agree that there's? I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
So we had a video package of Malachi Black, which was absolutely phenomenal. I loved every single second of Malachi Black's video package. You missed it.
That too. I missed it.
No, I wanted to see that.
It'll probably be uploaded soon.
It's okay, Love. I missed it too, bro. I missed it too. It's my package, and I missed my own package. Like, what the hell?
Didn't you?
We had a video package of Miro next, also, and Miro was just talking about, oh yeah, well we're gonna have a TNT Championship match on the first ever episode of Rampage as well against Fuego del Sol, and if Fuego del Sol wins, he not only gets the TNT Championship because it is a championship match, but he also gets an official contract with AEW. So he'll be officially signed if he wins.
Phil. So far, are there three?
There's three championship matches.
Okay, so the tag titles are not on the line. So the tag titles
are not on the line. That's next week.
That's next week.
That's what it is. Cool.
But yeah, so I mean, Miro's not losing that title. He's not.
When is Rampage?
Bro,
when is Rampage?
Beast in
this coming
AEW.
Friday.
I never liked Rusev, admitting
this coming Friday.
And this boy,
you ain't like Rusev Day.
Miro's not losing that title. He's just not, especially to a guy like Fuego del Sol. I mean, Fuego del Sol is practically a meme at this point. He got kicked in the head by Malachi Black, and he's just not.
That is Saul. It's okay.
He's not winning the title. But yeah, so after this, what did we have here?
Romero's in this for everybody.
Match number 2, right? So we had Darby Allin taking on Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, Darby
Allin is Allin's fantastic. Darby Allin is great.
I like him.
It was a very good back and forth match, but the ending sequence went like this: Garcia with a chop in the corner misses a drop kick. Darby gets distracted by Darby gets pinned for about a 2.9. Garcia knocks Allin off the ropes.
What is this? Fire Pro Wrestling 2.9?
Yeah, 2.9. Okay. That's what it says on here. Garcia knocks Allin off the ropes, hits a back drop for a 2 count. Garcia with it stomps to the arms, an armbar, stomps on Allin's head. Garcia does a chop to the back. Darby hulks up, shots to Garcia, and Garcia catches a springboard coffin drop into a rear naked choke. So that was a really good spot. I loved that spot right there because that was clean as all hell. Darby then hit a Slumdog Millionaire stunner and then a coffin drop for a 1-2-3. Great match back and forth. Daniel Garcia actually looked really good here. Never really seen him before up until this point. I mean, I know we saw him last week in the 6-man tag, but never really saw him singles. This was a really good showcase. For him.
He looked okay.
Yeah.
Pause.
Well, for what it was an okay match
had to
for
say
what
it,
it
man.
was. It wasn't
It
short.
was good.
It wasn't short. It wasn't too long. It was
Pretty
just
naked.
like
That
a
was
perfect
really
kind
good.
of length for a match
Oh
like
my
this, and
God.
Darby got the win.
Phil,
Sting was there, of course.
And yeah,
Th-
Sting. I
there-
can't lie. I really enjoy seeing Sting. He like
It's
just like the way
Sting!
it's the way they use him though.
Stinger.
It's like
The
because
Sting
they use
See,
him to help out younger
AEW
talent.
uses their legends
Bring them
very well.
Yeah, like
They
that's
have
what
their
it is.
they have their places for their
Well,
legends, and they
it's
use them
Sting.
very well.
Like they're not like it's not WWE where Sting's
It's
just in the main
Sting.
storyline about to take the title off of someone for no apparent reason. He's helping a
Right.
young buck. They're doing an actual like invested story, and like I props to Sting for still going and kicking in. Props to AEW for using him good.
And we also got a match announced
Next
for
week
next week on
with
Dynamite,
Sting.
where Sting is actually going to be in a match.
Stinger.
I'm so excited.
Sting is going to be in a match
Hey,
with
yo,
Darby
Lob, I'm
Allin
not gonna
taking
lie.
on 2.0.
Even though Sting's a little older on the age, you know what I'm saying? He still looks great in the
He
He
ring.
looks
still
good.
looks
That makes me
great
happy.
in the
He
ring.
don't
love
look
that.
old.
It makes me
Like,
happy.
he don't.
Like you should go back and watch his double.
I mean,
or
after
nothing.
everything that happened with the Seth Rollins incident that night at Night of Champions, I honestly thought he was done. And
Yeah.
honestly, he was. Didn't he retire and then he came
Yep.
back?
Mhm.
Yep.
So, I mean, yes, at this point, okay. I do agree. I do agree. Like, this is the one time I'm saying this, and I can't believe I am. But wrestlers never really truly retire. They
Leo
don't.
Rush. Leo Rush.
Listen, I don't want to get into the whole Leo
I
Rush
don't know
situation
why y'all,
because
like,
what he
y'all
said,
trip on
what he
him,
said
'cause
there.
like retirement is really kind of fickle in like wrestling. When we see,
Fickle.
I even hear Ric Flair
Fickle.
kind of pegging up for a return. So
Yeah,
it's
Ric Flair is trying to make a return, but please
Oh, yeah,
do not go in the ring.
Didn't Flair like tweet out he's not
not
retiring,
obligations in a contract.
He's not.
to
He's
fill out.
never retiring. He said, but
even though Shawn Michaels pretty much
don't get
you know
him
what?
in the
Never
ring,
mind, never mind,
please.
I don't
Don't.
get the flack
No,
with
put him in
it
the
for
ring.
Leo's, coming out of
Hey, yo,
retirement. He
Phil,
got
yo,
obligations
Phil,
in the contract.
yo,
to fill.
yo, Phil, actually put Ric Flair in the ring, so just so I can see this.
Oh,
we still
just
have
the Flair drop.
not the Rick in that
The
ring.
Ric Flair drop. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Or give Ric Flair a live celebration.
Ew.
No,
I don't want to see that.
no, nobody wants to see that.
I don't want to see that.
The
I
hell.
want to see him do an elbow drop in his coat. That's what I want to see.
I mean, he almost had
Elbow drop on his coat, yeah.
love that.
To be fair, he never got a chance with Lita back in 2005. So I mean, whatever.
Yo,
2005.
Whatever year that celebration was, I forgot what year it was.
Sheesh.
moving on. You sick motherfucker.
But wait! Don't move on yet. I just want to say, I love Darby Allin just because I seen him in the Independence, and he did an amazing coffin drop with a chair strapped on his body, and that's how I fell in love with Darby Allin.
Heck, he did a coffin drop into a coffin when he had a coffin match a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but he did a coffin drop from a scaffold. It wasn't even the top rope. It was a
He
scaffold.
did a coffin drop
the
on
roof.
onto steel steps too when nobody was on him.
He
Man,
was
it's
strapped
crazy.
to a
What the-
chair.
And now it's like back at like one of their first pay-per-views too off. I mean, it was insane.
I don't remember what
Then he
MJ
did that.
said, but that's not going to slide past me. I don't remember what. You're lucky my brain doesn't remember things well, but whatever you said, that's
There
pause.
was a Cracker Barrel match, dude. All right,
Why is it
Cracker
called
Barrel
that?
Back in like I think it was one of their
Cracker
2019
Barrel
matches. Well, it was sponsored by Cracker Barrel. Like
That's
the whole
ridiculous.
pay-per-view was sponsored by Cracker Barrel, and they
Hey,
had like,
Miles. I do not have ADHD. Shut up.
they had like actual barrels with the
I
with the
do.
Cracker
I
Barrel
can't- I
logo
can't
on them
look
and
what this guy
everything. He had like a barrel on his back
Back.
and
What I
just
said was,
did
I
a
said
coffin
back
drop on it. It was insane. You
when
gotta check it out.
When Eddie
Oh,
Lita had
yeah,
a live
that-
celebration, Ric
Ric
Flair
Flair,
came out. He was going to go
I'll see if I
into
can
Lita.
find it.
Let's say that. He's gonna
Please.
go
Yeah.
into Lita. Let's say that.
Why
So
Let's say that.
after
Don't worry about it,
why
Lost.
do
Don't
you
worry
do
about
that?
it. Don't worry.
It's,
My leader.
it's Darby Allin.
I
What do you
mean,
mean?
the
Hey,
chat
I'm talking about Darby Allin.
Bro.
I'm talking about Ric Flair.
The chat heard what I said. I said back when Edge Lita had the live sex celebration. Oh, I said down. I'm tripping. Ric Flair came out and he
Wait a
was going
minute.
to go into Lita.
Wait,
Let's
Wait a
just say
minute.
that.
You
Okay,
were a baby
look.
when that stuff happened, so that means you went and looked for that stuff.
Yeah, you went and definitely looked for it.
You definitely typed
Okay,
in-
here's what happened.
That
Here's
boy
what
was
happened.
born in 2005.
I had the moments, the years when they Raw DVDs, and the Lost Celebration was on there, so it was on the. It was on
They
the.
put that
I
on
can
the
show y'all. I can
DVD.
show y'all.
I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see.
Hey, yeah,
I don't want to
hey,
see
nothing.
shit.
You don't
All
get
right.
flagged for that.
I'm
Don't
not
show me
sharing
anything.
any screens or anything.
Don't
No.
show me anything. I'm a child of God. Don't show me nothing.
You
It's
can
just
show
the
live
DVDs.
later.
It's
Can-
not the actual
Nope.
segment.
Nope.
You can
Nope.
show live later.
See no
I
nasty
don't want to
stuff.
see that.
on
Nope.
screen. Throw this
We
laptop
had the
across
Death
the room.
Triangle backstage. They're
I'm still gonna
finally
show it. I
back
don't
in
care.
full force.
I'm still gonna show it.
No, you're not. I'll put you backstage.
It's not bad. It's just a picture of the DVD, like
Oh,
the picture on the DVD. It wasn't the actual live sex celebration.
What's the cover?
I have the
God.
SmackDown's edition.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it,
Show
bro.
and tell today. Shit.
We're doing show and tell, but we'll talk about Death Triangle in a second, boys.
I
Hold on.
brought.
Can I go get my
I got
SmackDown's
it.
edition?
No, no plan.
We'll talk about Death Triangle in a second, people. MJ just really has to show us this for show and tell.
Shut up so I can find it.
I'll bring something next week. Fuck, didn't know we were doing a segment
Well,
of show and
I
tell every
have-
week.
What do I have for show and tell? I have a Nike slide.
What do I have for show and tell?
I don't
Uh,
have the DVD, but I have the picture. I remember what it looks like. Okay.
Got an iPhone cube.
PS5 controller,
Yeah, I
TV remote,
I'm kidding.
GTA 5.
cell phone.
It's got the disc hanging out. Like you gonna scratch that bitch
Hey,
up?
I don't know what.
Magazine.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't even say anything bad. Okay,
Like
it
if
wasn't even
GTA
bad.
5 haven't seen 3 systems.
I think it was this collection. Got
Got my iPhone.
collection.
I mean,
Where I got the notes and everything.
phones. You know what I'm saying?
Please, for the love of God,
Two
tell me it
phones.
was this collection. Yes, it was this collection. Let's go. It was the whole entire collection of this DVD set. Jesus Christ.
Ah, see, I had the SmackDown.
Oh, the
edition
best
and
of
No.
Raw. Oh,
I had
okay.
the Hunter best.
Really
Yeah.
big
SmackDown.
time period. Sheesh.
If you
Okay.
watch the third DVD, it had that segment on there,
Noted.
and it's crazy. I remember that, bro.
No.
I was like 9 or 10 when I had the DVD, bro. I was like 9 or 10 or 11.
Noted.
Oh,
Now
no,
that's
see
in my
that.
brain, and I'm just gonna look for that third DVD on Amazon. Just
No,
gonna
I'm
look for that
doing
third DVD.
Phil, you're
Period.
disgusting. You're disgusting.
No,
You're
that's
That is
that's practically what you were
I know that we're
insinuating,
gonna
bro.
see.
Okay, you know what?
Selling the third
Just
DVD
because
tonight.
I had a DVD, I didn't even buy it. I just watched it like a few times, and that was it.
See, a
MJ
few
probably-
times.
MJ
That
probably
That right there.
pirated the DVD and is selling copies of
You know
it.
what? I should buy that DVD, low key. I kind of want to
You-
buy it now.
How would
You
you
probably
never
are
mind.
selling copies of it.
All right. Let's move on, guys.
I want to
'cause
buy
we
it. It's on Amazon. I want to buy it.
Because we do have a little bit to go over now. We have the Death Triangle back in full force. They're practically saying, like, look, Pentagon
Phil-
and Phoenix, they
Phil
want.
called me worthless.
Never said that.
Okay,
They practically
Say
wanted
it.
Andrade all to themselves. Then Pena just randomly started speaking in Spanish. I had no idea what he was saying.
You gotta
Phil's
learn
getting
your
canceled.
Spanish, hombre.
People in the chat saying that, like, I know what he was saying and everything. I asked him what he said. They were like, oh yeah, well, something about
Last
pissing
week
him
you
off
just
or
say,
something. I don't know.
Breakdown of the Spanish.
So
Bro. See, this is why I'm taking Spanish.
something
You know,
pissed
taking classes, okay?
him off. I don't know.
I will learn Spanish, okay? See,
So
you know what's
something
crazy?
pissed
We-
Pentagon
we-
off. At
like,
the end of the
it's
day,
crazy.
that's what
Hey,
it
Phil.
translated to. Something pissed
Can
him
I
off,
show him?
and it was
Can I
most likely
show something,
Andrade.
Phil? Can I
Yeah.
show him, Phil?
What?
So you realize
Listen, I know I took Spanish for 4 years. All right, I don't care. I don't know
it
Spanish.
wasn't that. I was gonna say, if you don't know what they were saying, just ask Saul. He literally probably knows what they're saying.
Saul wasn't in the chat at the time,
Yes, the fuck he
but
was.
apparently Zedog and
Oh, yeah, ask
somebody
Zedog.
else
Ask
in the
Zedog.
chat knew it, and
Ask Zedog.
Zedog.
Zedog knows well.
Yeah,
Oh.
and Zedog was the one to explain it, saying, "Oh yeah, well something pissed off, something pissed him off." He didn't get the
Phil,
full translation, but he
4
knew
years.
pissed him off.
4 years down the drain. It's crazy.
Listen,
Hey, but
Listen.
I'm with Phil. I'm right in that boat.
it
man.
was
I am-
like it.
I am
It's not
right
like
in
I
that
had a
boat.
good Spanish
You
teacher.
two laugh.
I
I'm
am
gonna lie.
in
I know
a
Spanish.
shallow water with a fucking paddle.
So
why didn't
maybe you probably would have understood what he was saying if you actually watched the show tonight.
I had no choice but to learn Spanish. I grew up around that, bro.
Come on,
Shut the
Love.
fuck up, Somebody.
We're gonna need you to pull
but
up
yeah,
the transcription and break
But
it
he
down
was,
for us.
but he was pissed off about everything that Andrade has been doing to them every single time. Pac said, "You know what? Look, I'll take care of him. I'll take care of Andrade." So then he calls out Andrade, saying, "Look, I don't know what your obsession is with the Death Triangle, but listen, when we get in the ring together, when we get in the ring together, you're like, it's just gonna be a wrap. Like you're just gonna lose at the end of the day."
Soon. Heel turn coming soon. Let's go.
So after that, I mean, I guarantee you right now that entire thing just set up Pac versus Andrade at All Out, which is going to be a banger. That's going to be a fantastic match between the two. Up next, we had Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta versus Matt Hardy and the Private Party. The Hardy family organization or Hardy Foundation or whatever the heck they're called.
Yeah, Hardy, yeah. Hardy.
This was a very good match for what it was. We had like a side effect within like the first 15 seconds. Insane. To Orange Cassidy, and it almost got the win, which is just shocking in itself.
Like that.
Very back and forth. The winners of the match were actually the Hardy family. The Hardy Family Office. That's what their official name is, but I just call them the Hardy Foundation. It is what it is. It's not really all that different of a thing, and Hardy just threw Queen into Orange. Hardy does hit a twist of fate on Yuta for the 1-2-3. You know Orange Cassidy was not going to get pinned, and you know half of the best friends weren't going to get pinned. It was going to be Yuta. So, Bash, what did you think about this match if you saw it and how everything went down?
Bro, never mind.
MJ can talk or whoever.
Yeah, MJ, but it was a this is what like I think this is right around when I kind of tuned out and was like, all right, I think I can make dinner during this one.
Yeah. No, I made dinner.
Titus catering, let's go. Yeah, Titus catering, even though we're AEW, whatever.
Okay.
This is Yuta catering for all we know. I don't know. Sorry, Yuta.
I don't know. Out of all like the factions, the Foundation is just one that hasn't quite drawn me as much as AEW.
The Hardy Foundation hasn't really clicked at all to me.
Phil, who was the guy who shined Andrade's shoes?
Fuego del Sol.
Oh, Joe.
It's his cooking. There it is. His cooking.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even though I'm pretty sure he has a championship match coming up.
He has a championship match this coming Friday for the TNT title, and if he wins, he gets an official AEW contract as well.
About this match,
AEW.
The guy who took the pin, I forgot his name, but he faced Darby last week.
We were Yuta. Is the guy?
Yeah, him. Literally for the past 3 weeks, I started watching AEW again. He's been losing, so I don't really.
Oh yeah, he has.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't really done much. So.
Well, do you really expect him to?
Was he? Whether he's actually signed with this company or whether he's just on this deal for like a couple of matches and then he's going elsewhere. Oh yeah, and
MJ. Not everyone can take a win. He's doing his role, and getting other guys their dubs.
I mean, he's still getting paid. I don't care. You lose all you want to. He's still getting paid.
You're getting paid, especially in AEW. So
what's up, Joe?
It is what it is.
Reacts.
Dasha Fuentes was actually backstage with Andrade, and Andrade says that Pac is very ungrateful. Chavo says, yes, you are very ungrateful, and we have shown him nothing but respect. Andrade says that Pac needs to be careful for what he wishes
I did hear about that. Matt Hardy's wife
is all out. Again. It will be Andrade versus Pac. So in that segment, it was confirmed it's going to happen. Great match for the undercard. What's up?
Phil, I forgot. Matt Hardy's wife is pregnant again, isn't she? It's crazy.
I think so. I think they're going to have like 5
kids
at this point.
Or 6?
I think they're at 5.
Hey, Matt going crazy.
I know
they got King Maxwell. They got I want to look it up now because it's
Shout
gonna
out to
bother
I
me.
didn't know
Matt.
you
Oh,
was
man.
out here producing offspring
What's
like
up? What's up,
that.
Axel? What's up, Axel?
Matt Hardy. Let's
Let's
see.
go and chop
That's
shop
good,
this in the
Axel.
chat.
That's you.
So yeah, he already has 4
Yeah.
children. So this will be number 5 if it's true.
God,
If-
five kids.
If
I knew
Rebby
that's
Sky
right.
is actually pregnant, then
Jesus Lord.
it'll be 5. Well, congratulations though. If you are, congratulations. I mean, heck, it's still something to celebrate. Just
Your name
don't
the
delete your
Wolfgang?
kids. No, bash. No, bad.
My
That
name is Wolfgang.
is not good. Wolfgang. Oh yeah, Wolfgang. King Maxwell.
Why is my name not Wolfgang? That's ridiculous. What's my name? Wolfgang.
Yeah, okay, y'all motherfuckers.
So after that, what did we have here? Oh yeah, Dasha interviewing Andrade, and the match is confirmed: Andrade versus Pac at All Out. Great undercard match. Awesome.
It didn't work.
We had Nyla
You
Rose
talking about
taking
Matt
on
Hardy
Kris
or Matt
Statlander.
Sydal or like someone else named Matt? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nyla Rose taking on Kris Statlander. This was a bathroom break for
Yeah,
me.
you're talking about Hardy.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Hardy. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, Bartholomew.
Oh yeah, because that makes a lot of sense actually.
'Cause
Because you're a Jeff Hardy
Jeff.
fan. Jeff Hardy fan, yeah.
Damn right they got Maxwell, Bartholomew, Wolfgang, King Maxwell, and the other. I can't remember the other one now. Somebody
Axel,
will probably put it in the chat.
It took me a second to realize. Okay, it took me a second. I got it now. I understand now.
So this was a bathroom break match for me. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Bash,
messed up, bro.
Nyla Rose versus Kris Statlander
That's
wasn't
weird.
really
That's
all
weird.
that exciting.
To be
I
honest,
love
I
Kris
don't-
Statlander and all,
Statlander
but
I ain't care
it's
that much. I'm
Chris
just happy that
impressed
Chris
me. I
won.
like
I'm
him.
happy that Chris won, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's all I
same.
care
Cause
about.
she like the move over the top rope, or I think it was off the apron she did. Like I was like, ooh, I was like, she's pretty dope.
no. Kris Statlander is a very, very underrated wrestler. She's
He's
awesome.
an alien. Let's go.
I think she is going to be a future AEW Women's World Champion. So
wouldn't
you
mind
guys
that. I
can
can
even
see
quote
that.
me on that. I think she can be.
I'll retweet that.
It's just at the end of the day, I mean, Kris Statlander actually got the win here, which honestly shocked me because I
Yeah.
didn't think they were actually going to do it.
I did think
Boo,
Nyla
Nyla
Rose
Rose.
is gonna win going into that. That's definitely.
Am I gonna cancel saying that? I'm probably
But
gonna.
No,
I like
no.
that. The Statlander one.
Nyla Rose, she gets a lot of bad rep, and I admit I kind of had a bad rep for her as well at first. She is very good in the ring.
Same.
It's just she has injured some
Yeah.
people in the past when it comes to
People-
AEW.
I find it really weird that people are calling her the new Nia Jax of AEW. Well, pretty much the Nia Jax of AEW, which is kind of.
It's
messed up,
only
but-
because she's had injured other people. It's only
Yeah.
because of that. She's good in the
Okay.
ring. I honestly think she's better in the ring than Nia Jax.
I don't
But it's
like
only
Nyla
because of
Rose.
the injuries. It's only because of the injuries that happen.
Yep.
I honestly, like I said, I honestly think she's better than Nia Jax in ring. But once you have that stigma on you, it's very hard to get away.
Ooh.
50
450.
more from halfway to 1K. Finally get to go live. Point. Because this dude right here, wait, I'm putting the wrong way. God damn it. This dude right here passed me in like 2 weeks, and I'm low-key still salty about it.
Me?
Talk to him, Batch. What's your name?
Yes.
Talk to him.
Talk
Batch
to
about the
him.
match.
What's
Listen,
your name? Say it twice.
Batch pack.
I'm not
Talk
You already
to him.
know.
That's about
because
the
You ain't
match.
in the
gotta-
batch pack, you are missing
sh-
out, man.
Dang.
Always.
Side note, real quick, I
Piss me
do.
off, bro.
Before we just talk about the Young Bucks, real quick. Where'd that name come from?
Mine?
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't like. I knew I had to put things together, and it all just kind of came. Like I was like, man, I was like,
I mean,
need
it's a very
something.
catchy name. I'm not gonna lie.
And I knew I
Right.
was gonna be doing batch about the raps, batch about the acts, batch about the match, and I was like, oh, there we go, and it just started rolling from there. Because I
Yeah,
initially had
for
the
real.
podcast idea, But I was like, man, I have no idea where to begin with that. And here I am on the podcast now, LOL. And so I was like, let's just take it to TikTok. And now here we are.
The genius.
But I mean, I'm not
No, because
surprised.
I mean,
at the
at
same
the end of
time,
the day, it's a very catchy name. So I was like,
That's
there's
That's what Aiden
either
says
gotta
too.
be
Every
some
time I
kind of
join,
backstory to it, or just something you came up
every
with.
time I join Aiden's
I'm
live,
not
he talks
even.
about
I'm
that.
not even surprised you passed me because first of all, your content is very good. Second, content is way better than mine's. And third, I'm very inconsistent sometimes, but not no more. Not anymore, of course, because
You have to be consistent when it comes to
Gotta be,
TikTok,
man.
man.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what
let you
I got.
downplay yourself, MJ, for 20 minutes. I promise I'm not. You can tee up right now. I'm not gonna listen to you downplay yourself in my presence.
that's not me doing that. I didn't even say anything.
Jeff Hardy, we ain't doing that over here. Oh God.
So yeah,
Bruh, love. I didn't even say anything that
MJW
time.
squad underrated.
Nah.
so we had the Young Bucks backstage. They're like, hey, you know what? We aren't the greatest tag team in the world. Blah 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 blah. Well, I don't
They're
think
not.
they're the greatest tag team of all time, but that is what they said. They showed the world why they are elite. There's nobody in their league. Jurassic Express runs in on them. I mean, Luchasaurus just blocks a layup from Matt Jackson. Perfect. Absolutely phenomenal. Jungle Boy just pushes down Nick, and they're like, yeah, no, not in our house. And then wait, the heck is it? Luchasaurus. I was gonna say something else, but I caught myself. He roared like a dinosaur, and then he just walks out of frame. So
They were playing basketball with a
I
dinosaur?
thought he said not in my house and then walked away.
he said not in my house, and he did a little bit of a growl and walked out. But
so what happened was the Young Bucks were playing basketball and then
they were
I
doing
guess-
something like, oh yeah, like there's nobody in our league, and it's easy, just like a layup or something like that.
I don't know what I
Matt
watched.
was trying to do a layup but got blocked.
It was Nick, first of all.
Or Nick. Whatever. I can never tell them apart. I can never
don't
tell
look
them
alike.
apart.
They don't look alike whatsoever. Well, I mean, the brothers still.
They're twins, bro. They look alike.
No, they don't. I don't see it.
Well, they're twins.
That's racist.
How?
How?
So Loft knows the
I don't
meme.
see what y'all are seeing. No, it's
Up
not fair,
next,
bro.
after
I don't know
that,
how
we
y'all see
had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, come out in her hometown in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and oh my god, the crowd erupted.
Pittsburgh was lit tonight.
The crowd erupted for their hometown
So
Yeah,
girl.
y'all are
the
telling me
venues
y'all
don't
can't
look
see them
that-
apart. Y'all cannot tell the difference.
No, I didn't. Oh wait, are we talking the
Well,
Bucks?
listen, when they have facial
Oh.
hair like that, yes.
Yo, that
Like, hold on.
actually,
I'm gonna show you.
you think
a
I
new
know the
picture.
Bucks apart, man?
Like, it's not that hard to not.
You
I don't
think
give a
Loft
fuck.
knows
I
the?
don't give
I
a
was gonna say, if you
Like,
think
what?
Loft knows the Bucks
Well,
apart
when they
either.
have facial hair like
I'd care less
that,
than
yes,
fuck.
of course. Nick is usually the one that's clean shaven. But no, they have this crazy facial hair now, and the only thing that's different about them is their hair color. But I don't know. It's regardless of the fact. They're the Young Bucks, and they're most
don't
likely
see
going to
that.
win it all out anyway.
Honestly, how the hell y'all don't see that shit apart? But okay.
So Dr. Britt Baker comes out. Pittsburgh was on fire. They were chanting DMD like crazy. Tony Schiavone in there swinging the towel around and everything. They were just doing that whole shtick.
Britt
So
Baker is a
amazing.
tweener. I don't know how y'all. I don't know. First of all, speaking of Britt Baker, bro,
We're done. We're done with the
No.
Young Bucks.
I don't care. I'm talking about Britt Baker right now. So Britt Baker, okay? How do you see a face? I see either a tweener or a heel.
Okay?
I don't see a
Listen.
face.
Listen.
No. She's a
Because
face. I saw that.
your
I
excuse
walk out.
literally was
Wait,
how
you said
she
she's a
overshaded
face?
the fans.
She's a
No,
face.
I don't see
She
it.
has
I
to be.
don't see it. I see a heel.
Well,
Just
first of all,
because-
did you hear that
just
crowd
because
tonight?
the
Did
fans
you hear
love
that crowd tonight?
Fans love heels all the time. Fans love heels all the time. Look at Roman. They love Roman, and he's a heel.
Roman doesn't pander
That's
to
a
the crowd,
totally
though.
completely different
Like-
thing.
Roman doesn't pander to the crowd. She was
Okay,
pandering
look
to the
at
crowd.
Miz. Look at Miz.
Miz doesn't pander to the crowd.
Miz does not
Miz
pander.
never has pandered.
Keep
Miz
going.
never
Come on, we do
panders.
this all night. Miz and Roman
Miz
do
has
not pander
never.
to the crowd.
If you think Miz panders, we are watching a different Miz. Miz does
Word.
his own thing.
Mm-mm.
I see Rebecca as a heel. I don't see no face whatsoever.
Well, here's the thing. Red Velvet came out and she was getting booed like crazy. She's not supposed to be a heel. She's not. She's supposed to be a babyface and all this.
It's different when
Yeah,
you're in your
Jazz said it
hometown.
best. Hometown. They love the heroes, but
Listen, hometown, yes,
maybe
they're
if we
always
were in a
gonna
different
love
state,
their
that it-
hometown
but I don't know.
girl
I feel
or
like if
guy.
we were still in a different state, they would have cheered her either way. Maybe.
Yeah, she's getting cheered either way. They like everybody in the AEW universe have embraced her. They have ever since winning that championship. Because she's gotten way better in the ring than when she first started in this company, and she's just worked her ass off to get to where she is. So she is a babyface. Yes, she was a heel at first. And throughout that entire journey of trying to get that AEW Women's Championship. But when she won that AEW Women's Championship, she automatically turned into a babyface right there because everybody loved that she got it. And now, everybody in AEW, especially her, are just reaping the benefits of everything. So she is a baby face, and
I'm not saying
she'll
she
walk
I'm not saying
into
she didn't deserve
Rampage
the
to-
title, to be honest. I don't know how you gone from that.
She'll
'cause
walk
I
into
did not
Rampage
ever
in
say
2 days and have a great
didn't
match
deserve
with
it.
Red Velvet, and it's going to be great. She's going to win. Sorry, Red Velvet. I love you. You're great.
And
But
you know what
you're not
happens when
winning.
she's gonna win? She's gonna get cheered.
Especially in Chicago. It's Chicago, too. And trust me, this Chicago crowd is going to be happening. Well, no, wait. No. It's going to be in. Oh, wait. No. The first show's in Pittsburgh.
You still
Get
don't
the
see
man
it?
out my face.
Bro, I don't
Not
know
really.
either one of their names. I
have
just
no
know them as
idea.
the
Who is
Young
that?
Bucks. Like, I'll be 100.
How the fuck?
Okay, just we're done. We're done talking about them.
Care about a young buck.
It's in Pittsburgh in 2 days. She's gonna get a massive pop when she wins that championship, or when she retains it, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So she's a babyface to me. Does she have some kind of heel things
Winger
within her?
aspects,
Of course she
maybe.
does, because she's always gonna have that little bit of something within her. But she's a babyface to me, and she'll always be that until she turns heel again, which I don't want to happen for a very long time. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on everything that happened here. Loft, what are your thoughts on Britt Baker? Like, have you seen her or enough of her to like actually get the hype for her?
No, I saw from the first show. I think I watched with you when we were on live on TikTok. She definitely has something that I haven't seen in a women's superstar, a female superstar, and I don't know how long, honestly. Like as soon as I saw how the crowd reacted to her, that was all I needed to know. And I'm still getting used to the AEW like wrestling styles, like watching it, but she's very good. I do like her a lot.
And trust me, dude, she wasn't honestly from when she started. She was not honestly all this good. She wasn't. Now, it took her a little while to get used to everything, and but she rose to the occasion. She worked her ass off, and she got to where she is just because of that hard work.
How long has she been champion?
She has been champion. I'm actually gonna look that up for you right now.
For like 2-3 months. For like two or 3 months.
She won it at the last pay-per-view.
She was at like 33 days, 48
The
days.
AEW Women's
44
World
days, 42
Championship.
days.
She has been champion for about 68 days. She won it at Double or Nothing this year.
Okay.
So back in May.
Hmm.
And she beat Nyla Rose, I believe.
She beat what was the girl's name?
Oh, Hikaru Shida. What am I talking about?
Her.
And it was time for her to lose the championship because she held it for a good year at that point. So she worked her ass off to get here. I love Dr. Britt Baker. Heck, Adam Cole is her goddamn boyfriend. So, I mean, when you have Adam Cole as your boyfriend, you know you're going to improve in that ring.
I would assume
So, I
I would
mean,
assume so.
it's awesome to see her where she has progressed and just where she is today. It's great. Jazz over here said Britt is like CM Punk basically.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, she's as over, maybe. I'll say that. It
And
could possibly be argued.
developing, yes, but not
Developing,
ability-wise.
yes.
Ability-wise, I don't know. CM Punk is just so, especially in his like 2009, 10, 11 area, he was.
When it comes to
polished.
mic skills, she's very good on the mic. She was always very good on the mic. It's just her wrestling skills that she had to work up a bit.
The problem is like the mic skills and the crowd reaction, I would assume. Which I mean, I understand that because both of them do get a very good reaction when they show up. So I mean,
CM Punk always gets bigger pops. I mean, yeah. I mean, just take a look at what's going to happen in Chicago in 2 weeks.
That's
in a week. It's I'm just happy to see where she is evolved over the years that AEW has been a thing, and she deserves every single second of this. So continue doing you, Britt. You're awesome. And I hope you have a very lengthy reign. Because, yeah, sure, you've only held the title for 68 days, but she should be up there
for
more.
the 100.
You got to get that 100, and you got, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a year. I wouldn't. She's that hot right now to where I think a year championship reign would not hurt her one bit.
She's gonna go a year. If that other girl who she beat at Double or Nothing went a whole entire year, she's gonna go a whole entire year. So
we'll see.
I
love it. Up next we had the Impact World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Good Brothers taking on the Dark Orders, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, otherwise known, well, back when they were on the Indies and in New Japan, Super Smash Bros. That's what they were actually called.
Really?
If you guys didn't actually know that, they were known as Super Smash Bros. I learned that a couple.
Yeah.
I learned that a couple of months ago. They they had some kind of dispute because, as we all know, Super Smash Bros. Is a very popular video game.
Nintendo was pissed.
Yeah, Nintendo was pissed, and
that's funny as shit.
And when they moved to AEW, they had to get the name changed and everything. But they were known as Super Smash Bros. For the longest time up until they went to AEW. So, and I mean, honestly, you can see why, because of how everything that they've done in the ring with all that. So, this is a very good match for what it was. I mean, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson aren't an Impact. So you knew right then and there they're not going to be winning this championship because they're not an Impact tag team. They were signed with AEW right from the get-go, so they're not going to win these titles. At least Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, they're actually signed with Impact. They're not signed with AEW. They're signed with Impact, so they were just going to retain the titles regardless. But it was a very good match for what it was. Stu Grayson is amazing. I will say that, Jazz. He's just awesome. I love Stu Grayson. He's just got that fire within him that you just see that this guy not only takes stuff seriously, but his in-ring work is right up there with the best of them. So even though the Good Brothers did take up the win here, this was a very good match, so I just want to let you guys talk about the match and how everything went down. Anyone could go.
I came in at the very end of that. I was barely paying attention, but I really don't have. I barely know who any of those people are. I heard of the Dark Order. I heard of them. I hear a lot of good news about them, but that's the only thing rings a bell to me as far as Oh, I meant to ask you something. The Good Brothers are Luke Gallows and
Yeah, I was gonna say you should
Carl
know the
Anderson, yeah.
Yeah,
Don Gallows and Carl Anderson, yeah.
Okay. All right, I saw them and I was like, I heard them saying their name. I was like, who the hell are the Good Brothers? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They're all right.
That's all.
I don't mind them.
Yeah, I like Luke Gallows. I like
They're
his face.
decent Impact tag champs. You knew they were gonna come out the winner. It was an alright match.
People are really pulling for Dark Order to win these things here, and I'm like, guys, here's the thing. I wouldn't be shocked if they did, but you know they're not an actual Impact tag team. They're signed with AEW, while Don Gallows and Carl Anderson are officially signed with Impact.
To be honest, Loft, I'm pretty sure they was called the Good Brothers in WWE for like a little bit.
Really?
I think so.
Well, they were called the Club. They were called the Club, the OC.
Club, OC. I'm pretty sure they were called the Good Brothers when they almost first arrived, I guess.
Well, they first arrived, they called them the Good Brothers, but then they changed their name right away because that's just how WWE is.
Oh yeah.
Doc Gallows is even amazing. I will even say that, Mike. I like Doc.
Obviously.
Doc Gallows is great. Even from the times when he was in Straight Edge Society.
Oh,
I even liked him there too.
I liked seeing that because I grew up with him as Festus, and so as soon as I saw that,
And you know what? I do want to talk about that because
the
Jesse?
way he gave to that character.
I had no idea that was him up until
Yeah.
somebody actually told me that
This is
Festus was actually
crazy.
Doc Gallows.
Seeing him,
And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. So then I
Right.
actually looked it up, and his first ring name on that Wikipedia page was Festus.
and you're
So
like,
I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
appreciate the work
How?
he put in, but once he became in the Straight Edge, I was like, yo, this guy actually has some serious
Potential.
potential. Like
Yeah.
even though like the Festus part, I saw the potential in the character, just not the character itself, but him truly. I was like, this guy's an animal. Then when CM Punk turns him over, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I dig this little society thing. They got gun. That feud with Jeff Hardy as Lost Little Boy. That feud was lit.
Pain.
So we only have like 2 more segments before the end of the show, and then I mean, it's midnight now. That's probably what your alarm was there, Loft. But
Yeah.
if
he
you're
was
still
fake Kane,
doing,
too, yeah, I forgot Doc Gallows was fake Kane.
he was
fake
fake Kane.
Who's
Yeah,
fake Kane?
and Festus, yeah. When Kane fought him in like 05 too. So he had some roles. He had some roles before he actually got in the
Oh
Straight
wait,
Edge.
he was the second Kane when that whole thing was happening.
Yeah, when Kane threw him out, when Kane was gonna retire in 05, but then changed his mind, they threw Doc Gallows' ass out the back door
Wow.
and then brought him back in as Festus.
That's
So
ridiculous.
yeah, we only have 2 more segments, and then we can get right to the stream. If you're even still streaming GTA at this point, it's midnight, so I don't know what you're doing.
Well,
So we had QT Marshall come out, all right, with the factory, and QT Marshall was just pissed off. I don't know what it was really for. Like, I mean, this wasn't even really a good reason to do anything. He just requested Tony Schiavone to come out here into the ring for an interview, and he was just pissed off at Tony for no reason. He's just like, hey, Tony, screw you. You suck. Hey, you know what? I'm going to grab your son out of the crowd. And then somebody actually did grab his son from out of the crowd.
that was his son?
Yeah, that was his son.
Oh, I was like, who's that got a punch in the stomach?
That was his son. And he got punched in the stomach by QT Marshall. And then, well, it's the big show.
It's Paul White.
Well,
It's still the
Watch
big
out.
show.
that's my big
Paul
homie.
White. His red name is
It's
Paul
what-
White. I don't hear that.
That's
It's
my
that big homie. It is that big homie. He says no more BS, which is technically no more bullshit, but we all know it's no more big show. It's Paul White.
Smart show.
It's no more big show, and it's Paul White.
So
So, Paul White helps out the kid. He choke slams.
Helped out the kid. The kid got hit. He ain't help shit.
Wow.
Well, he helped the kid up afterwards. He choke
He's
slammed
still in
one of the.
pain.
He choke slammed one of the goons. I don't know, Aaron Solo, I think his name was, and helps the kid up. Went over to Tony Schiavone saying, "Hey, you good, bro?" and all that stuff. Gave him a hug, all that, and then Big Show, Paul White, just stares a hole into QT Marshall. Now, I believe Big Show has 5 matches under his AEW contract. At least that's what I've heard.
Okay.
So 5 matches along with this commentary deal for Dark Elevation. This looks like it could be the first match. QT Marshall versus Paul White. This is a very strange way to get him back into the ring.
Wait, Phil, I got a question. Am I muted? Right?
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm good. Is he also gonna be the commentator for Rampage?
For Rampage,
It's
no,
not
that's a
looking like
totally
it for the
different.
moment.
That's a
Okay.
totally different
They
team. I
got their
think
4 guys teamed up.
we got
Yeah,
Taz, I
Taz,
believe,
Mark Henry,
Excalibur,
Taz, Mark Henry,
Jericho,
Excalibur,
Mark Henry,
and then Jericho will
Tony?
probably fade
Oh, no,
out.
Jericho.
No, no.
Jericho.
Yeah,
So
no.
Jericho, Excalibur, Mark Henry, and
It might be Excalibur and Henry running it once, or maybe even Taz once, because I feel like
And
2 of
Taz, yeah,
it won't
so-
be 4 of them the whole time, like for weeks to go. I feel like 2 of
Yeah.
them will fade off, and we'll get just 2
I think.
of
Well,
them.
Jericho will
Jericho
have
will get
matches
his
on
ass-
Rampage
Yeah.
from time to time too, I believe. So,
He's also gonna get active every single night by the freaking Pinnacle.
so yeah. It looks like Paul White is probably going to face QT Marshall. I don't think that's going to be at All Out, mainly because I don't think that's really an All Out type
I don't
of
feel
match.
like they got the room.
So that's his first match. It looks like for AEW out of the 5. I guess. I mean, it's just a random feud to get Big Show back into the ring. I mean, Big Show still looks good. I mean, it's not like he looks like out of ring shape or anything like that. So we'll see what happens.
And shout
you
out
guys think
these
about
legends for
everything?
coming in shape, man. That's big props to them. Christian's still an
I
absolute.
mean, heck,
shape.
even Mark Henry
yeah,
looks
big
okay.
show.
I mean, heck,
Chavo-
I remember when
Chavo
Mark
looks
Henry couldn't even
fucking
walk,
Yeah,
and he's okay now. So
Couldn't even lift up steel steps.
So I mean, we'll see. I mean, you know what though? I do have to say it this way. For a first match for Paul White, now that he's finally just getting back into the ring and everything, this is a very safe match for him. Because QT Marshall is a very safe wrestler. He's known all around the world. You may not actually know that, but I mean, I've seen him countless of times on the indies and everything like that. He's actually very well known, and this is just a very safe match for him. This is their first match back. He obviously trusts QT Marshall enough to have him be his first opponent back in however long he's been away from the ring. So he obviously trusts the kid enough to say, hey, you know what, we'll get into this match. We'll do this together. We'll see what happens. I don't know if
Also,
if Big Show's going to be putting QT over.
Also,
But we'll
for
see how
the
everything
chat,
happens.
everybody in the chat, this match for them has not been technically confirmed yet, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not confirmed, but I mean, with them staring a hole through each other, it could happen. So I'm not saying as confirmed, but watch out if it can. So, Aaron Sol, wait. Is that true, Joss? Aaron Sol is actually Bailey's fiance before the... Good for you, Aaron Solo.
That sounds right. I'm pretty
They
sure.
split.
That
Good
sounds
for
right.
you, Aaron Solo.
I
Look
don't
at
think
you.
They split though, Phil. They're not together no more.
Oh, before they split earlier this year. Oh, it's cut. It's cut in the chat.
Oh,
It's cut on here on my screen, so I didn't see that. I thought they were still together. I'm like, look
Didn't
at
you
you,
just-
Aaron Solo.
he's like, oh.
Look at you. Like,
This is going to Phil's crazy out of pocket moments, okay?
um,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because Phil got some issues. He need to.
I'm sending it in the Instagram chat right now. This is what I see on my screen.
All right, hold on.
Now listen, this ain't no make believe.
there we go.
So,
Off singing
and
Jimmy
WWE
Jericho.
fan.
Well, you can still see there's more of it. Like,
I know you can still see there's more of it, but it's still cut off.
Hey yo.
So, Hey, you know what though? I mean, it was still good for Aaron Solo. I mean, heck, he was already almost going to get married to the woman. So, I mean,
Shout out to him.
it's
It's
still
not
good.
guaranteed.
Shout out to him.
Up next, we had the main event, number 4, Chapter 4 of the 5 Labors of Jericho. That's pretty much what this whole thumbnail is about. Jericho conquered the 4th.
Look at this dude. Got to retire for the 3rd time.
Listen, I don't
He's
even
just
want to talk
trying
about
to
Leo Rush because I saw Nick's video and it
fulfill
got me pissed off.
obligations, man. Come on.
So this was number 4 of 5 when it comes to the Labors of Jericho. This was Wardlow taking on Chris Jericho. People were saying that MJF was supposed to be the special guest referee. That was never confirmed. He just said that it was going to be him at ringside. He never said special guest referee, so I don't know where anybody got that. This was a very good match, though. Wardlow looked absolutely strong as hell. He hit the F5 on Chris, not F5, hit the F10. It's the same thing.
That's
It's
what that
just
was.
spinning
That was
around.
crazy. He just threw him.
It's literally an F5, but he just tosses him in the air.
Oh.
Just absolutely crazy. His last 9 matches he won due to referee stoppage. All right, so he's just been killing fools over here.
Big man.
Like,
Yeah.
so Wardlow looked very strong in defeat. Jericho did win. The ref ejects MJF to leave from ringside. Jericho gets Floyd the baseball bat, and he hits Wardlow with it, but then he hits a Judas effect for the 1, 2, 3. So while Aubrey Edwards was dealing with MJF, there you go, boom, baseball bat.
Oh,
And
Phil, I got a question, bro. I got a question.
What's up?
Did you see Jericho holding his elbow or arm after the match?
I did.
I
and
feel like he popped his
it
elbow or
probably
whatever
popped or something. I don't know.
out of place. and
Then
they had
again,
to snap it back.
I think that was the elbow that he's already injured in previous matches when it came to the whole Pinnacle and
Oh yeah,
and Inner Circle feud. So he's always going to have elbow issues from now on because of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blood and Guts match, but I mean that's what happened.
The match. What the hell, Phil?
Well, no, I'm saying it sarcastically, dude.
Okay.
But so Jericho won. Obviously, he was gonna win. He's gonna win all these matches so he can get to MJF at All Out. Pretty fair to say. I mean,
No.
That's what this whole thing is for. Then after that, we just had Shawn Spears attack Jericho out of nowhere. Sammy Guevara runs down and attacks Spears. Wardlow then takes out Sammy. MJF gets back into the ring, locks in the Salted Earth on Jericho on that injured arm, MJ. So, good catch. Jericho's tapping out. Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, baby.
We the people.
Jack Swagger, we the people.
We the people. The
Runs down
American.
and chases off the Pinnacle. MJF gets a mic and says he might have got the 5th. He might have got the 5th. He might have gotten the 4th labor, but the stipulation is this: next week, no Judas effect, no Judas music,
Bruh.
and these schmucks won't be able to have their sing along.
No Judas music.
They're still gonna sing. I want to see that. I feel
They're
like
still gonna sing.
They're gonna
They're
sing.
still
gonna be
gonna
crazy.
Yeah,
sing
they're
it.
gonna sing. I'm gonna just
That's gonna
laugh.
be
So.
nuts. I really want to see that.
So if Jericho hits a Judas effect, MJF wins. So I don't know if MJF versus Jericho is confirmed next week.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
right?
I guess that would make sense. But I thought MJF versus Jericho would happen at All Out, not next week.
I guess.
I don't know,
So, I mean, We'll
how
see what
far
happens.
along
There's
until
probably going to be this huge thing on Dynamite next
2 or
week
3 weeks.
where we'll actually find out who the real
You said like
who the
3
real
weeks?
opponent is for that week, and then hopefully MJF versus Jericho at All Out. We'll see. But as of right now, it looks like it's going to be MJF versus Jericho next week in the 5th labor.
Wait, what? Wait. Chris Jericho's belt broke during Powerbomb. and Wardlow couldn't lift him. So wait, I'm confused. What the hell? Okay, Chris Jericho broke his belt during the match. Okay,
Oh,
is that okay? Okay,
I didn't even really see that, Jess. So you got better eyes than me on that.
Me too.
So MJF made a prediction after this saying for next week Jericho hasn't met his match. So that right there tells me that it's not going to be MJF next week because he hasn't met the match yet or the match opponent. So I don't know. It's probably going to be this huge thing on Dynamite next week. I don't know. They didn't really explain this well, just like they didn't explain.
They didn't even explain the freaking.
They didn't even
No,
explain
no.
Hoovitude right
Cody's gone.
and
So
that match stipulation. So they didn't explain this right either. He has met his successor, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. They all stand up tall at the ramp to end the show, as the show, like Malachi does as he fades to black.
Yeah, like I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it.
I'm Malachi Black, y'all.
And well,
I mean,
Jericho did get checked out by doctors right after that segment. So
Yeah,
Jericho could be injured. Jericho could not be. I don't know. Hopefully he's not.
I feel like the most Chris Jericho probably done was just pop his elbow. That's really it, and then she can just snap it back on. Something.
I mean, heck, Alexa Bliss has done that countless times.
Well,
But then
that's
again,
different.
she's double jointed.
She's literally like
Then
double
again, she's
jointed.
double jointed. So I mean,
So,
heck,
like-
but still,
shout out to
still,
Alexa
I mean,
Bliss.
it still happens.
Wait, is that the real Phenom? Yeah, real Phenom. Cody did not show up because I.
No,
injured
Cody
him.
was not here tonight.
I mean, he probably backstage. No, he wasn't. He probably was with his wife. Cody's
Yeah,
not
so
here.
Cody
'cause of
was
me.
not here tonight. They did show a whole thing with Malachi Black. They did do a video package on it.
Yeah, and I missed it. I missed my own segment. That's crazy.
And Loft did too, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on YouTube, so you can probably find it. But overall, I think this was a very, very solid show. From top to bottom, I think we saw some great matches. The 6-man tag to start the show was
Very good.
honestly, it could have been match of the night.
Almost match of the night. Almost.
It could have been match of the night for me, honestly. What did you think was match of the night?
I thought Jericho and Wardlow was probably match of the night, but it was very close.
I think that would be number 2 for me. I think the 6-man tag to start off the show was a very solid match, and I think that was probably match of the night for me. We got Rampage in 2 days. We got, well, technically 1 day because it is quarter after. But we got Rampage tomorrow. We got.
Oh yeah, it is 12 o'clock. Shit.
We got Dynamite next week. We got
the
return of Punk on next Friday. And then we got.
Not confirmed.
We got All Out.
Phil, do not give a hopes up because this is not true. I will not believe it until I see it. And when I see it, RIP MJ, because I'm gonna die. It's gonna be a
We got All Out September 5th, and it's gonna be an absolute banger of a show. I can't wait to get it. I am getting it because there's no way I'm missing this. There's no way.
How much is it?
I need to find some way to watch it, bro.
It's a normal pay-per-view price. It's not
like 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Just like the.
It's practically what it was before the WWE Network became a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
But luckily I got paid this week, so I'm just saving up.
I need to find a way to watch it. I really do, bro.
There's way to buy this shit.
Huh?
I'm talking MJ. Just buy it.
Yeah, but it's different when you have a father who doesn't want you to buy things that you technically don't need.
The thing is, when it comes to AEW, I fully do believe with how short of a I'm not going to say career, but how short of a span that they have had as a company, they could totally make some kind of streaming service. Because paying $60 for every pay-per-view, because paying $60 for every single pay-per-view, even though like we get these pay-per-views within like a 3-month span, almost, it's still a lot of money.
Overwhelming as hell.
Yeah. And I honestly think, I mean, heck, it's only a 2-year company. They have all their archives and everything. Heck, they talk about past stuff all the time on the show.
And with good weekly writing, shoot. might as
And
well.
I mean, heck, one of the labors of Jericho, like the whole thing with Hoovy, that happened like back in October of 2020 or something like that when Jericho and MJF were talking. Or heck,
Yep.
maybe even 2019 or whenever the heck
Yep.
they were talking about it.
Yep.
So they obviously go back in time a lot.
Actually, no. When did AJ not AJ when did MJF become a member of Inner Circle for a little bit? Was that last year?
Yeah, 2020.
It might have been. I don't know because they didn't even have fans last. Fuck, I don't know.
But
it probably
I mean,
was last year, to be honest.
yeah, so
Like, right before.
whenever they really talked about Hoovy at that time, they talked about it so that they can actually make sense of a Hoovitude Jericho match on Dynamite.
That was 2019 because Chris Jericho was champion.
Yeah, right,
So,
right, that's it.
yeah.
So, yeah, they go back all the time. So it's not like they can't just say, "Oh yeah, we can try to find somebody to partner up with, get a partnership going for streaming service, so everybody doesn't have to shout $60 every single week."
Yes, because
Or every
$60
single
can add up
pay-per-view.
very quickly.
Right, exactly. So at the end of the day, I do think it's probably going to happen. Will it happen this year? No, I think maybe 2023 we'll see something in the works,
Yeah.
but we'll see. That's going to be it,
it
guys,
took-
for this.
I don't
What's
know.
up? Sorry.
I was gonna say it took WWE a really long time, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean,
just counting PG era alone for WWE, it took a while. So I don't know.
right. I mean, heck, and they have like over 50 plus years of they had to go like over 50 plus years of archives just to get to WWE Network. And we all
Yep.
know what happened after that. But they sold it for a cool cool billion or whatever the heck they got for Peacock. And now it's absolute trash. So, and now like practically
Oh my God, it's Goldberg. It's Goldberg.
4/5 of
Goldberg.
what Peacock has, like, well, we
Oh
got
my God,
like
it's
1/5 on Peacock.
Wait, show the screen, Lewis. There we go. It's Goldberg.
So we got like 1/5 of what WWE has, what the WWE Network had on Peacock. Like they're missing still so much stuff, but that's just WWE, and that's just how they did it. But guys, that's gonna be it for episode number 22 of Outside the Brand. This was your AEW Dynamite review.
22?
22.
Jesus.
So,
Mm-mm.
this was your AEW Dynamite review for your August 11th, 2021 edition of AEW Rampage. I'm your host, Philly Matt. You can follow me at Philly Matt on TikTok. All our TikToks are down in the description, but I'm going to let these guys do their talking, and we'll see you guys in the next episode, which will most likely be for Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah. Go, Loft. Yeah, Loft. Let's go. Yeah.
Hope y'all all enjoyed this stream tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got a little chuckle, got a little hee ha ha. You know what I'm saying? I want all
you
y'all
yelled at
to
me
stay safe.
again.
And yeah, thank you for coming. We'll see you on Friday, man.
Yeah, you yelled at me. You yelled at me again, bro. Like,
You-
the question got heated.
Batch Pack, if you ain't joined, now's the time. And AEW review, pretty damn good show all around. Just another great weekly outing for AEW. So
I mean, y'all know who I am, bro. Follow me on TikTok at NJW Squad and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Video coming soon, NJW Squad. And y'all know what to do. Fade to black.
And if you didn't know, now you know.
Yes.
Hit row.
Hit roll.
Sting!
Hit row. Hit
Hit
row.
roll.
It's Sting!
All right, guys.
Stinger!
It's the Stinger.
Woo! It's Sting!
Thank you guys so much for coming by. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.